Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the last 2 episodes of Fate the Winx Saga.
Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.
Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so episode 5 is titled Wither into the Truth. And the opening scene is of Bellatrix being tortured, whatever, by the headmaster, Miss Dowling, and Silva. So they're just torturing her, trying to figure out who she is and who sent her and what is her reasons to be interested in Bloom.
Yeah, I like Beatrix, by the way. She's an interesting character.
So after this scene, we see that everyone is training together because they know that there is a battle approaching because the burned ones are coming for them. So they have the specialist training with the fairies, and that's something we haven't seen literally the whole series. So that was interesting.
So basically, Tara's training, Aisha's training, Sky is doing what he's got to do, which is spy on Bloom. And Musa is still flirting with Sam, which is her entire storyline throughout the series.
I think she was training too, though.
We in episode 5, and all she was in training that she called him so they could have a little makeout session.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. She doesn't do very much.
Mm-mm.
Exciting news, guys. There's another black character. His name is Marco, and he's supposed to be like the top-notch fairy at Althea. And so they actually sent him and a team to go and get rid of the burned ones. But sad face, Marco got scratched by a burnt one and is, I guess, dying or turning, just like Silva was. And the rest of his team was slaughtered.
Why do they keep sending specialists and a couple of fairies to take care of these burnt ones, though?
I don't know. It seems to me as though they don't have
They don't have the power.
Like an equation to kill them. Like they don't know exactly how to kill them. So it's kind of like they just try and figure it out. And, oh, if it works this time, it'll be good. The way they described it is kind of like a herd of walkers coming for them. Okay, so in the next scene, Bloom is trying to figure out how she's going to sneak in and speak with Bellatrix. And so she realizes that Dane is still really cool with her. So she contacts Dane and he helps her to sneak in.
Yeah, because all of a sudden Dane is evil and whatever. But anyway, that's besides the point. After, does she go into the cell to speak to Beatrix? And then gets the little sedative from Dane.
Dane gives her a sedative just in case, because that's how he knocked out the guards in order to help Bloom get into the prison to speak to Bellatrix. And then Bellatrix gives Dane orders to give Bloom this book. And in the book is an amulet that she has to trigger at the black magic pot using her fire powers.
Yeah. And then, Stalker Sky comes and follows her. They have a little sentimental. He's like, we're both broken. Like an emo child. We're both broken and you're broken, I'm broken. So let's kiss. So she kissed him. But then he like passes out whatever because she reveals that she drugged him. So he stopped following her. Which is good for her because he's being a creeper,
Yeah. And so then Bloom goes and confronts Mrs. Dowling, the headmistress, about Rosalind
and Asterdale. She's like, I know I'm from Asterdale, and y'all killed all those innocent people, and ba da 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 da. But then it's revealed that Rosalind is actually the one that led the crusade on Asterdale because she was able to channel magic from different sources, if that's how I interpret it. It's so choppy of what we know because everybody keeps lying to Bloom. Yeah. Well, nobody is telling the truth. We don't know the full truth.
So the headmistress basically tells Bloom that Rosalind had them combine their powers. So the headmistress, Rosalind, and then Ben, Tara's father, combined their powers to destroy Asterdale. and they didn't think that there were any civilians there, but turns out there were civilians there. And so they felt bad about it, and the headmistress was just like, I'm never going to forgive myself for this, so I apologize to you, Bloom. But I will help you find out who your real parents were, but we cannot release Rosalind.
So Bloom is sitting outside all upset, and then Tara and Musa give her back the amulet, after
They take it from her.
they take her from her, because she low-key tried to kill Tara and Aisha, but that's besides the point. So Musa and Tara are like, we're coming to help you talk to Rosalind because we feel like you should know the truth. And then Stella, appears out of nowhere. Is like, girl, this is my plan. I'm coming to help you too. I'm not mean to you no more because I
Out
don't
of
like
nowhere,
Sky.
they're like best friends. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody but Aisha is going
Everybody
to
but
help
Aisha.
Bloom, which is good for
Yeah.
Aisha because Aisha.
Yeah, so their plan is to help Bloom break Bellatrix out. But guess...
Break Rosalind out.
Oh, Rosalind.
They need to get Bellatrix first.
They got Bellatrix out, and then they had to go break out Rosalind.
Yeah.
So after they get to help break out Rosalind, guess who was going to be a little snitch? Aisha. Oh, man. All right, so episode 6 is titled A Fanatic Heart.
The episode actually starts off with Bloom talking to Rosalind.
While Rosalind is like entrapped and they're just having a conversation, Rosalind kind of tricks her into letting her out. She was like, Bloom's like, well, you have to answer my questions. And she was like, I can answer your questions if you help me get out of here.
Bust me out of here.
Yeah.
But the gig up is a stick up. I think that's how that goes. Aisha then snitched. She told the headmistress, and then Farrah, because that's her name. The headmistress.
Come in.
She busted in, and she saw like y'all are all in trouble.
Yeah, so she sees
insubordination.
She sees Tara, Musa, and
Stella. Stella don't even go there no more. So
when she goes to see Bloom and see if she got Rosalind out, they're gone.
They're gone.
They're gone. And everyone's mad at Aisha because she's a snitch.
Right. Okay. And so then the scene cuts to Rosalind and Bloom heading to the stone circles.
This is the most interesting part of the whole episode.
Honestly, this episode, it is revealed that the people of Asterdale were actually blood witches.
Dun dun dun.
And Bloom, as a baby, apparently she was going to be sacrificed by the witches.
Mm-hmm.
Because
she was has the dragon fire, so it's one of the most powerful magic a fairy can have. And so they wanted to use it as a sacrifice. So I guess technically what Rosalind did wasn't evil.
But then that brings me to the question, okay, so obviously Bloom isn't from Asterdale, but Beatrix is, so is Beatrix technically a witch? Or a fairy child that was brought there to be sacrificed?
It would make more sense if she were a witch, because then I feel like that would tie into the original Winx Club, the Tricks.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually witches, so that would be an interesting twist. So back in the school, Tara's dad kind of locks all of the girls in the room because of what they had just done. And her brother Sam, how he's actually Kitty from X-Men. He goes through walls and stuff. So he's going through the walls, he's in there, and while outside of the dorm trying to figure out what's going on, he gets attacked by a burned one because, the burns made it in the school.
They didn't broke it's Harry Potter all over again. They in the school, the students gotta fight.
I didn't sign up for this. At this point, I would have evaporated myself home. Like, do I look like I came for this? I'm a freshman in school.
And so Bloom heads back to the school. Remember, the school is like, the barrier is down. The electricity is gone. And Bloom she comes back to school and whatever. And she goes to talk to Farrah, the headmistress. And she's all excited, well, why didn't you tell me about Asterdale? She's all going in on the headmistress, as entitled as she is, cussing her out or whatever. Headmistress like, girl, you just said you were at the stone circles with Rosalind. Guess where we channel our power, electricity, and pull up the barrier? At the stone circles. So it's actually Rosalind who brought down the barrier, took away the electricity, and has led the burnt ones
to the school.
Yeah, to the school.
Yeah, so it was all the plot. Dun, 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 dun. So right now the school is officially on lockdown. Tara and them all, of course, they get out of the room, and everyone's been moved to the courtyard and prepare to battle, you know, the burned ones, because apparently that's what you sign up for as a student in a magical realm.
Oh my gosh. This is near like the climax. Some TikTok music starts playing, right? And Bloom with her friends is like, I gotta channel my internal flame.
Yeah, so they draw, she leaves the school to draw the burned ones away. And of course they take the bait.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about her whole transformation. Okay, so she channels her internal flame, and then she starts growing these fire wings. But then I just thought about it. She used Aisha to help herself.
Yes, she did. So Aisha, she was like, I'll use my water power to contain the flames in case they get out of hand. And Stella didn't do nothing.
Using the black woman to elevate yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it worked in her favor. She had the wings, and I was so confused.
She was flying for 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Oh, it was very interesting. I was like, wings? What? And then she destroyed the burned ones, and when she did it, it turned them back into their human form. So remember when I said that if you're scratched or bitten by a burned one, you turned into one? So all of the burned ones were once humans.
Witches, actually.
Or witches, or fairies, or any type of being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody saved. Yay, woohoo. Anyway, Beatrix, who's in the greenhouse with Dane and Riven, she's all like she's talking about this he character, he. And she mentions that he is her father figure. We still don't know who he is. I guess if they put out a season 2, we'll find out later.
Maybe season 2. That was interesting.
Yeah, that really was. Who is he? I really hate the fact that the only LGBT characters in the show are associated with evil.
Yeah, it's like they step into the bad side. Dang. But yeah. Rosalind takes over the school at the end with the help of Stella's evil mother, Luna. Yeah. And then she kills Farrah Dowling, the old headmistress.
By snapping her neck using telekinesis.
Yeah.
They should just be witches at this point, because...
Maybe she is a witch. Maybe.
Okay, so Bloom, who knows that she's not from Asterdale and her parents are actually fairies. She don't know who her parents are. She goes back to Earth, and she knocks on her parents' door like, hey guys, I gotta tell you something, but first, can I stay the weekend with my friends? Her parents, of course, say yes because Bloom put them on the spot. But anyway, so Bloom reveals to her parents that she's actually not their child, and she's a fire fairy, which they're okay with. I don't see why they
think they're okay with it. They didn't even speak. Like, it was just music.
It was like a Life is Strange montage, you know?
It's like, okay.
And so all the girls are like having a good old time, and then they come back to the school, and Rosalind is standing there with, lo and behold, Andreas, who's Sky's dad, who's alive, Beatrix, Queen Luna, and she's like, girls, we've made changes to the school now. And then that was the end of the series.
Yep, so
this was painful to watch.
It was. I had to force myself because it was just so horrible.
Oh my God. I was like, dang, Joe, we gotta watch these last couple episodes of Winx.
No, I'm glad it's over. I honestly don't know if they have a second season. I'm not sure if we'll be reviewing it because I
really hope they don't.
They don't need to.
The lack of diversity in this show is painful. The cringy PC jokes are they don't run smooth at all.
Sometimes I felt it was like they were trying too hard.
The fashion is terrible. The setting is gray.
I'm just glad we're done with it. It didn't get interesting until like
The
literally these
last
last episodes.
The storylines are pathetic for each individual main character.
Yeah. There was no sense of friendship I felt with any of them. At least nothing that was genuine. So I was very confused as to why they would be willing to jump so hard for each other randomly. I'm like, okay. I've never even seen Bloom jump to help them with anything. Anything. I give this a thumbs down.
3 thumbs down. I give this a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a big old F.
Netflix, do not make a season 2. Don't even greenlight a season 2. Everyone hated this.
Especially us.
Especially us.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Be on the lookout for our next movie review, a boom, that right there.
Make sure you guys click that like and subscribe button. And these were our issues with
Fate the Cringe Saga.
Bye.